Hello, sinners, and welcome to the Helluva Hazbin audio stories. This series is for mature audiences only, meaning only for those who are 18 years of age or older. If you are a minor who is under 18 years of age, we hold no responsibility for you. To anyone else, enjoy the series and the stories to come. Remember, like, comment, ring that bell, and subscribe!
Lucifer was heading to the front door while he was taking a moment in front of a mirror, fixing his oddly torn up looking shirt before putting on a jacket that also seemed nothing like his usual type of clothing, it having spikes and what seemed like paint all over it.
Oh, honey apple, ready to go out. I'm sure that Charlotte isn't going to expect this visit. I'm not really happy that we have to go to that horrible hotel of hers, but it should be nice to see how our little sprout is doing on her own.
He smiled as he seemed to change his form into what looked like a demon that looked nothing like him. He had turned into a basic humanoid demon at first glance. With a closer look, it seemed to have what looked like a snake tail. His feet had turned into hooves. His hands looked like they were covered in sharp white scales. And he seemed to grow a pair of small horns, as his face also seemed to change to a flat-looking goat face with his same sharp teeth.
It has been a while since I've had to use this little disguise. I wonder if Charlotte will remember it. Oh, remember Honey Apple from when she'd used to want to play dress up and have those little tea parties with me.
Lilith was walking out of a room, but seemed to be looking him over a bit serious before giggling.
You mean the last dress-up party where you showed her you could turn into that? Then she started crying and screaming her eyes out about her papa turning into a monster.
She was joking with him, but still seemed to go back into a serious mood.
Dearest, are you sure you feel like going out this way? We can just have our driver take us.
Lucifer just laughed a bit while he made some last adjustments to the clothing of the disguise he was wearing now that he was in a completely different form.
I am sure I feel like it. Plus, if we did have the driver just take us, it would look far too obvious to any dumb sinners out there. I'd rather not have them see us go to that embarrassing hotel.
She now also started changing her form into what looked like a humanoid rabbit with the usual bunny ears, but with a tail more like a lion. In her form, she seemed to keep more or less normal hands. However, she had to change into a smaller pair of black heels, as her feet had turned to be more like a pair of paws. Yet this new form definitely fit the slim dark blue dress she was wearing perfectly.
In that case, I'm ready to help, my love. But you really should at least try to support our daughter's project. Even if you do not approve directly, you two are far more alike than you care to admit.
She walked to the front door, waiting for him now as he held out his arm for his snake to crawl up onto him, and around his neck from his usual hat that he seemed to be happily sitting on.
Percy, are you hearing what my lovely wife is saying? She does not seem to believe that allowing our little sprout to even do this idea of hers is supporting her.
The king spoke to the snake as he rolled his eyes at what his wife had said. His snake calmly crawled around his shoulders, seeming to ignore him a moment before reaching itself over to have Lilith put out her arm so it could slither onto her.
Wow. Percy, you are such a traitor.
Lucifer laughed some before he went over to Lilith and just took her hand, kissing it softly while they exited out the door together.
Honey Apple, I love our daughter with all my heart. It's just, I think this silly redemption hotel of hers is as stupid as heaven's cherubs. Nonetheless, I would say now that the extermination is done, we should probably head out to see her before a certain you-know-who tries to stop by for their usual visit.
The king and queen started heading towards the gateway that led to their palace entryway, heading out of them and in the direction of their daughter's hotel. It hadn't even been that much time that had passed from them leaving before an angel appears in the very same room they had been working on their disguises in.
Oh, big brother Lucy, where are you? I've come for my usual visit. Brother?